Wait, where's my drink? Oh, I found it. Welcome to episode number 31 of the Eavesdrop podcast. I am so psyched, happy, and I'm sure you can tell because I'm turning red and my eyes are smizing. I have the original OpTic CSGO team. I mean, I'm going to call you original too, even though you weren't a part of the original, but you're as original as they fucking come, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just fucking know that. You, in my book, a good one. You're my fucking boy. Naf, you're a fucking champion. Daps, you made it happen for us. Even though you weren't with us for a long time, You brought Mixwell. The green wall loves you because of that.
Well, I brought Tarik too.
And Tarik.
He's like, shit, I brought Tarik too.
Did you really? How?
Well,
Remind me.
Let's tell him.
Well, I mean, sort of. But
I mean, I convinced
not
him.
necessarily.
What do you mean?
No, he brought me into the team. Yeah.
And then
He was gonna join a different team.
Yeah.
I won't say the name. It's his choice. But he was gonna join a different team.
What
I
team?
mean, wait.
bring it all out.
Was it? Which team was it?
It was Echo Fox.
Oh, nice
No, I
one,
wasn't
dude.
gonna join Echo
Yeah, you
Fox.
were.
Good.
That's
You said
bad.
it was
Yeah,
between
remember.
us and
Optic,
Echo
are you crazy?
Fox.
Yeah.
No, I remember. I
crazy.
think you got like.
No, because you wanted to play with Ryan or Freakazoid.
No, I think it was for more.
And
I think it was for
Sean.
more
What were you
money.
thinking,
No, I don't remember that.
Alright.
But
Anyways,
Most of my decisions I make on who I like to work with. So nobody would have been. I wouldn't have been mad at you if you wanted to go play with Freakazoid. He's a cool dude.
yeah, I don't remember that. But I mean, I'm glad I ended up.
Yeah.
Coming over to the
it's not
boys.
Freak. It's like the Echo Fox team. That would have been rough if you were on the
I
team.
mean, yeah, I don't
Freak's
know.
good, but like Echo Fox was struggling. So
Yeah. They have a really good owner though.
Yeah, Rick Fox, right?
is
He's
the
a cool
fucking
guy.
man.
He's a cool
Yeah,
guy.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, boys. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are in Dallas because of DreamHack. You're still in it.
Yeah.
Naf, you're nasty, bro. That's why you're still in
Nasty ass Naf. That's what they're calling him these days, right?
Nasty
That's
ass.
the new meme right now. Nasty ass Naf.
it. Wait, well, because
Yeah, there's like a commentator, and they randomly just came up with
Yeah,
it.
we're at Summit.
Yeah.
And like I was like making a play,
yeah.
and that dude's like nasty ass Naf. Like yeah, it's like nasty Naf and his nasty ass. It's like they're just fucking around
I
with
think
it.
Trace did.
Trace.
Yeah, I think it was Trace. Yeah.
He would definitely say that.
All right, so let's get out of the way. You guys you're out.
Yeah,
Right.
we're-
You're out. You're out.
They beat us actually.
Yeah, we took them out, and then we took ourselves out.
How did you take yourself out?
I mean, we took ourselves out because I feel like we beat ourselves.
I mean,
almost.
it was a bad day.
It was a bad day.
So who do you guys have tomorrow?
I mean, we don't play tomorrow. We secured our semi spot,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we skip a day. So we don't play tomorrow, and we'll play the next day.
Okay, well, good. Now, because I was going to tell you, you can't continue to drink. The boys want to have a couple of swigs or something just to loosen up. It's been a long time since Tarik's content all day long. The rest of the boys, what's up? What's the reason for the slacking?
What? What are you talking about?
On the vlogs?
Vlogs? Yeah, no vlogs.
I mean, I was getting there.
You had like 2 vlogs, really solid vlogs, and then just none after that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I still want to do that. It's just like it's something in the progress.
But you ended on a high note at least. You know, you had solid vlogs when you did it.
I mean, I had 2 interesting videos.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say solid. They were just like they were unique.
That's all it
for
takes,
sure.
man. Interesting vlogs.
Yeah.
So it's like, Naf, when can we expect you to start vlogging?
Oh fuck! I don't know, man. I don't know,
That'd be the funniest
everyone
thing
always
ever.
tells me like I should stream.
You
and all
should
that.
stream at least.
Yeah, because of my personality, but I don't know.
Not because you're skilled, dude.
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to a lot of lands, you know.
Yeah, that's
It's
also
hard.
true.
It's hard.
It's true. The CS:GO schedule, like we have so many events like back to back, and you get like jet lag. So when you get home, you kind of want to just like relax. Honestly.
Yeah, you tweeted out that you were gone for how long?
I think last year I was home for like a total of 3 months or something like that. And, like,
MMBR, right? Mainly.
yeah, like well everything just the whole year. It's just like CS players' schedule is like out of control. Like
Yeah.
you're home for like maybe 2 months, 3 months tops because there's just like events every other weekend.
Yeah, I think like our manager told us, like Steve, he told us that we were like I was away from home. All of us are away from home, and then including like the travel and like all the lands and all that. We were away for about like 250 of the days last year.
Out of 365.
Yeah.
You?
I think we're home even less than last year.
Yeah, this year is gonna be crazy for us.
We've literally made every LAN up until the major. So we've up until end of July, we're home for 8 days.
Is this my first Counter-Strike podcast? Yeah, right? So good. I'm going to ask you guys, like, obviously it's super, super oversaturated, and sort of the storylines that you would have options to have, you don't. And that's something that we went through when we won E-League, and then immediately after that, we went to fucking ECS3.
Yeah, finals versus Strawless there.
Finals versus Australis there. We were gonna take them down, and we just didn't. But the fact that we only got to enjoy our trophy for 1 week, like that's not healthy. It can't be healthy, right? Like good for people that are winning consistently, like Australis and them like consistently winning. But it can't be healthy for like the entire. I mean, obviously, I'll ask you for opinion. From my standpoint, I want to be able to see matches matter. Same thing's happening with the UFC right now. I used to be the biggest UFC fan. I watched UFC since 1993 when there was no rules and it was big dudes against little ones, and been a big fan. And then all of a sudden they just started to upload. They just started to have like matches every single weekend, and I completely lost interest. I used to watch every single season from the beginning of The Ultimate Fighter. I haven't. It's been 2 years since I watched it because of how oversaturated it is. Do you think that that's like?
That's a problem for sure. Like, I mean, no one really cares about these tournaments except for the majors. I feel like the majors is what matters most. Like these like random like dream hacks and stuff like that. Like I like going to them, but I feel like the fans, it probably doesn't mean that much because it's just like the same teams going to the same events, and there's no like 3-month breaks where people practice for like and they're at their best form because people are always traveling. That the practice is like super like limited for every team.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys feel about, but
yeah, I think like there's like prestigious events out there, but it does get old. Like seeing like Liquid versus Cloud9 or like even Fnatic versus FaZe, like you see it all the time.
Yep.
So it's just like one of those things where it happens over and over. But I still think like these events are like big events still. Like I think DreamHack Dallas here, even though like it may not be like the biggest event, I think like the team that does end up winning here will take it as like a big win because there's good teams here and it's like good for their confidence. But I guess it just depends on the team and like their level at the time.
I don't think it's as bad as Dota 2 because Dota 2 is the international, which completely outscales
Everything
any
else.
tournament based off prize money. So I think Counter-Strike's in a good spot. I think it's more so the opposite. I think the majors have sort of fallen down a little bit in scale compared to other tournaments because every tournament's big. Like ESL Cologne's sort of considered a major by most teams because that's usually the one that every good team goes to. So I don't know if they need to increase prize money for certain events to make them more prestigious or try and make sure every good team's there to sort of do it. I'm not too sure.
Aside from stickers, do you think that there's, and I'll ask you for your opinion obviously too, but I'll get to my question after that, but what do you think? Too many?
Oh, the majors?
Too close to each other?
Oversaturation between
Oversaturation?
like, too many events and too many teams playing each other.
Yeah, of course, but then again, like you also have the option to like miss those events. But I don't know. I think like obviously having a lot of events is obviously a huge issue. I mean, even in terms of like even for like C9, like C9's been going through like roster problems, and it's just like there's like no time to like fix.
yeah, like we played Miami and we had the team for like 4 days. Like what a joke, but it's not like our fault necessarily, but it's like you should learn to like sometimes reject like.
It's hard to say no.
Yeah, exactly. But you
For sure.
like, hey, we had a 500K event, 250K event. Like, you want to come? It's like, nah. Like, you want to say yes, especially like if you're a growing team. It's like it's good practice, but then you get there and maybe you go out early. You're like, man, maybe we should have practiced.
And it's becoming more common this year with like teams skipping events. Like
especially
Astralis,
Astralis,
they're setting the, like the culture of like skipping these events because they're like the top team in the world, and like now they're deciding to like skip these events, which is interesting.
Yeah. I've always, so do you think, obviously, aside from the sticker money, if there's crowdsourcing of some sort, the way that it is obviously in Dota, do you think that would help the ecosystem?
I mean, I think I appreciate more money. Like of course, like based off like C, like, so, like
more money.
But no, but like Valve, like they made like a bunch of money off like CS, and they honestly like they could.
They haven't really give back too much, right?
Yeah, they could care less.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
they can give back way more.
Yeah, Valve sort of played with like they had the stickers for teams, and then you'd pick like which team wins, and then they had the fantasy sort of football style thing.
That's
where
pretty good.
You could pick like each individual player that you'd want in certain roles, and you'd get points for it. And they sort of moved away from that, and now they're moving. I think they're slowly moving towards a Dota 2 style. Like they had the viewer pass for the last major, which sort of was more inclusive for every team, and it wasn't as top heavy because how the old majors worked with sticker money was. Teams that were really good and would make it deep in the tournament, they would get most of the money for the tournament. But now they're making it so like you get a viewer pass and then you can select the teams that way. So I think they're making it more inclusive for the teams at the bottom so they can have more of like a share of the money, which I think is good. In terms of like making it like Dota 2, I share sort of the sentiment a lot of the talent do of if you make it like the international, then even this event would mean way less that we're at currently.
Yeah, they're like two ends of the spectrum. Like the TI is like super high up, and like our majors are super low. So like, that's like a middle ground of like it's a prestigious event that means a lot, but it's not like the only event in the year that means a lot. You know?
Because then you have like a $15 million event versus a 250K event.
No one could compete
it turns
with
the 250K event into like a tier 2 LAN almost.
No one would care
based off
honestly.
prize money alone.
Also, like the thing is like I think like the highest amount of like the highest prize money you can get like at a tournament is like 500K. Besides like the WSU where it's 800K.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be kind of cool if like first place got like $1 million or something. Like I feel like that'd be People would be like,
Yeah, like
that would be like that would be a
round
lot.
figure, like a round figure, because it can't be like $1 million prize pool and then everybody divides the million.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I think
first place.
first place
yeah.
million, period.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
That'd be hype.
That'd be insane for CS.
People
for
would like
sure.
literally skip events just to like practice for that event.
What I think though, I mean, I don't find it unfathomable for Valve to release sort of in-game items that they can sort of fund the thing to where it could be a $5 million prize pool for first, and then it tiers down for that. That way, every single player gets $5 million. Let's call it 5.25, so 250,000 goes to the coach or whatever.
Yeah.
But I for me, it's more about like even this event. Like I've been trying to watch, and I'm watching, and I'm just like I didn't lose interest, but it's sort of tough to be interested in seeing teams play like over and over and over.
Well, it's
and over
hard to
again.
keep up if you're not like a hardcore fan, because like this is like you don't know like who's like the best and who's doing well right now. Like 'cause there's so many tournaments, and unless you keep up with every tournament, you don't know like the rivalries,
Yeah.
who's doing well. You really have no clues. You're just like thrown into this tournament. So
And then you have problems with when you give Facebook sort of the rights to stream, like shit like that would work if everybody did it and everybody says like, all right, Counter-Strike now only lives on Facebook.
Yeah.
But when you have so many leagues that are trying to cut their own deals, and I understand the need for that sort of economic interest, but at the same time, like it sort of the sport suffers when only one person is going here, and it's as divisive as it is. So for me, it's like, which one do I watch? What league do I follow?
It slowed us down, like that whole like Facebook gig and like other streaming platforms stepping in. I mean, I think it's a good and bad thing. Like it's good that there's competition. Like there's other platforms that are trying to step into the scene and like compete with Twitch. But it just feels like Twitch is like so high up there right now that like no one's on their level. And the fact that there's Counter-Strike organizers trying to stream on other platforms is only hurting our scene.
Yeah.
So like ESL and ECS streaming on Facebook, like I feel like it hurt us like for a while there. I'm glad that they're starting to go back to Twitch because all gamers for the most part are on Twitch, and also YouTube was trying to do their thing.
Yep.
But I feel like they're trying to like sort of half-ass it. I feel like they got to really like try to, I don't know, like there's like things missing on both platforms, like Twitch or Facebook and YouTube. I feel like there's a lot of features that Twitch has nailed down that those platforms have to really improve on.
Imagine this. You're streaming on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, and as I'm ESL, and you can donate for that period, for that week-long period. Every donation that goes into it gets allocated to the prize pool as well. You know, that's...
No, crowdfunding in CS would be insane. Like, I feel like people would rack up, like, a ton of money. I just have to... I don't know if an organizer doing it would really, like...
wouldn't
it
pick
would
up.
be professional.
it has to be from Valve, I think.
I think
it has
from-
to be Valve.
Yeah,
because
it would
people
have to-
only care about skins and
I mean,
stuff.
I can't... I feel like ESL doing a crowdfunding event would be kind of strange because they're, like, a third-party business. I mean, it would be cool if they, like, did it, but...
I think like they used to have like in the early days of CSGO, they had these esports cases, and like they were supposed to go towards like the major, right? And they only make the major prize for like 100K, I think. Back then, was it 100K?
Jesus.
250K?
Yeah,
It's pretty low.
Yeah, but it was like
But it's still not a lot.
250K total, 100K for
250K. But the thing is, like, I'm sure they made a lot more than just that.
Oh,
So like they had an esports case, but they only used maybe like 1% or whatever it was. You know.
The thing there is that I don't think anybody cares how much money Valve makes as long as they're scaling their price pool for the competitors as much as if that scales, that price pool should go up as well.
Yeah, they should look out for us as well, basically.
Esports is keeping their game alive.
And
like the game would
obviously-
died otherwise.
So you guys have the player union with Scoots, and Scoots is like
That's like becoming bigger, yep.
yeah. So is that something that you guys can all just like say we're not fucking playing anymore until this shit gets fucking handled?
They
I don't-
wouldn't care.
I mean, I don't think it's gotten that big.
Really? You don't think they? I mean that would
Board
kill.
member, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like on the board, but I don't think it's at the point where the we're like still in those stages where we're definitely like establishing more things,
Yeah.
but I don't think we have everything down to the dot where we're ready to like make like crazy things like
for a challenge.
we can't go to ESL and be like, if you guys don't do this, we're not going to play.
we could do it to ESL.
I'm not saying don't
Valve,
do it. I'm just asking why.
Are all teams like committed to it
Most
yet?
teams, all teams are committed. I think like it's still like in the sense that like we aren't. I feel like it would be a crazy thing for us to say something like that to ESL. You know, like it would be like.
Why would we say it right now? Is there a real reason?
No,
to
right
do
now
that?
for ESL is doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
events aren't bad enough where like a lockout scenario would happen.
Yeah.
And it's not, since
Boycott.
it's not franchised either. It's just one event, so it wouldn't turn into a big thing. I don't think.
Speaking of franchising, do you think that that's coming down the line for Counter-Strike? Do you see a?
I feel like that'd be bad for CS.
It's possible only
trying.
if Valve is a part of it. I feel
Well,
feel
they
like
have
third
to.
parties can do it, but I don't think Valve wants that to
I
happen.
feel like there's so many third-party tournaments in CS that like it'd be kind of bad franchise.
I think sort of the open market system is decent. Obviously, it's harder to monetize, but I think it's sort of like a tennis circuit almost, it feels like. But I think it's healthy for the scene in terms of viewership, and it's good to have different tournament organizers get the opportunity to throw events. But I think if it's going to franchise, Valve's 100% has to be running it.
I mean, all these organizers like ECS, EPL, and Blast, they're trying. Like, they're trying to make it like we're taking control of the space, and it's kind of like they're all outbidding each other. Like, we have this prize pool now and this prize pool now, and they're all trying to like have that spot. And I think in the next year, one of them is going to probably take over, because I feel like they can't keep doing this, like this battle with each other, because they're taking viewers from each other, and like they're splitting the viewership and all this stuff. So like they're having tournaments in the same times, like. All this stuff's coming to a head, so one of them's gonna take over eventually, I think.
The problem is no one's making money either.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's coming to the point where you're investing so much money, and it's like it's not even the lack of viewership. Counter-Strike always has viewership for the top tier events. It's how do we like make money off those viewers, and how do we turn it into something? And I think franchising is the easiest way to do it. I'm not sure how sustainable the current system is.
I think if there was any esport that was like primed for something like that, is this one. This one, the Counter-Strike is the most easy to watch first-person shooter in the world. It's exciting to watch. There is no, and I don't give a fuck if anybody gets mad at this, and we say Crim 6 says it all the time. It's like there's no better finals than Counter-Strike finals. There just isn't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tactical. It's I don't want to say slow because it sounds bad, but it's fast enough, or it's got the right speed in order for people to be like super interested in it, to create those sort of like I can't fucking breathe moments. Pardon the hit on the microphone. So I think that there's like a massive opportunity there if people would just like get together and think of what's good for the sport. And we have had a Counter-Strike player before, Maddie. Not a player, I'm sorry, but Richard Lewis has already been on the podcast. He comes from Counter-Strike, Matt, okay? Jesus. Anyway, so I talked about this with him as well. And that sort of brings me back to the point of like taking care of the people that sort of build this thing. Obviously, he hasn't been a part of any desk in a long time. Thorin hasn't been a part of... Like, these are personalities, in my opinion, that sort of move the needle when it came to that. And I'm not talking shit about the current people that are on there, the super talented individual. Obviously, you know, Moses is the homie, and Machine and all of them. Obviously, like, cool dudes. But when you have people like those two that are not... The banter is no longer there. Like, that kind of... Like, as a spectator, you kind of, like... miss something.
Yeah. They're definitely huge entertainment value.
Yeah.
It's like regardless of if people dislike their analysis or not, I feel like you do need someone like that creating that sort of
narrative.
Yeah, just narrative or just like presence on the desk that sort of adds to it.
And what sucks is like it's an external thing. It has nothing to do with their analysis. It has nothing to do with their knowledge of the game. It has to do with, you know, them talking about politics or not, or other games, and you know, being as outspoken as they are, which is their fucking right to. But I think that every organizer is missing out on something special there, because I always thought that was like good. Same thing I think happened with StarCraft when Tastosis. Yeah, what's the Tasteless and Artosis? Like when they started, you know, remember? So
commentators or something.
Yeah, fucking incredible commentators. I don't even know what happened, but they were like, they made the show like,
it was big.
You know, because obviously you guys are in charge of the entertainment inside of the game and the tactics and all that, but, and I'm not saying that this isn't happening right now, but that sort of banter and that sort of like, it's an adult rated game, right? It's a mature rated game, so I don't know.
No, I agree. Like, those guys were definitely good for the desk. I think that it's just unfortunate that maybe like they don't have the greatest relationship with some organizers or whatever it is. But
politics.
They even talk shit about me sometimes. But like even still, then like I think that they add a lot of entertainment to like the stream. Like Thorin, in my opinion, is like a good addition to any desk.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've shit talked me almost my whole career, and it's good to have them on the desk. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I don't know too much about the talent world. I did the one analysis at the major, and it's definitely a lot. Like, I have a lot of respect for analysts because you're there for a long time as a player, but the long days you have, you start for like 10 a.m. and then overtime matches. You're there till midnight almost sometimes. and you have to sit there and then analyzing like best of threes or best of ones. Like sometimes they don't give you a break to analyze each map individually, so then you have to analyze map 1 at the end of 3 maps.
Yeah.
So then you don't even remember what happened. You have to like go to your notes, and even then it's like you have to put together like 3 maps
scenarios,
in one. Yeah, so like I have a lot of respect for analysts, and I'm not sure if it's like I read some articles about like people are like undercutting wages, or like some people take less money to get the job over other people. I don't know
Since
how
it's freelance in CSGO, right? Like,
I don't know how it
analyst
works,
is like
but
competing for their job, basically.
Yeah, only League did it where like they contracted people, I think,
Yeah.
for like the seasons. But like,
No, it's hard for them.
Yeah,
They're all competing against each other, basically. So,
Yeah.
like, being an analyst in CSGO is not easy. Like, in Overwatch, for example, you're salaried by the
Yeah.
league. So, like, you're guaranteed to be there.
for that season or that year,
Yeah,
you know.
at
But like,
least.
you never know what's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah, so again, that's where franchising, I think, and look, I'm very, 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 very boisterous about how I feel about franchising. I'm okay with franchising. I'm not okay with the city-based model, right? Period. And obviously, I come from a world in which OpTic has transcended, and other teams haven't been able to do that. So for them, having a localized sort of opportunity makes sense because they can rally people around the city plus them, and then that's how they built it. But in scenarios like that where the talent gets to be salaried and have this sort of security, it makes it a lot better.
Yeah. Well, I think with franchising for CS, it would be nice, but I feel like it would be better if it was sort of set up so that maybe like for a portion of the year, there was a franchise league that no one had rights to, and the franchise league ran for these teams. And then I think these other tournament organizers could still have like their place in the scene. So then they would operate during the times that we weren't playing in the franchise league.
Yeah.
That way, like we get the franchise league, and then we also get to like play in these other organizers, and we don't completely like wipe them out of the scene.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they are beneficial for us.
you think about it, like if you were to like franchise, a lot of people lose their jobs too. Like in all these different like orgs,
Yep.
like these
Yeah.
organizations.
Not everyone's guaranteed to
Yeah,
be in
a
that.
lot of like tons of
Yeah.
people lose jobs. Like,
Yeah. So again, it's that balance, right?
Yeah, I think
But-
the balance is, like that way is better.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit biased towards not having that sort of thing.
For Call of Duty, there's rumors of that
No,
franchise league coming. So
It's 1,000%. It's been announced, the whole 9.
So what do you think of that? Is that like a good thing for the Call of Duty scene?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It depends, man. It depends because unlike Overwatch, you have people. So I was kept away from the Overwatch team, so I never really got a chance to be a part of their sort of
Involvement in
the league, unfortunately. But for that, like I don't know how salaries work, how salary caps work.
Yeah.
Obviously they're not allowed to stream in certain like days and that, and up until that point, Overwatch hadn't really developed a competitive culture the way that Call of Duty has. Call of Duty's been around since 2005, and since then, on both sides, PC and console, there's been a competitive scene. In not only that, but we've been able to sort of raise the bar competitively. We did more for competition than Activision did for competition.
Right.
Now, they created the game, the field, the ball, that's all theirs, right? But we were the ones that brought in the crowd. We were the ones that did all that. So when they franchise, are they going to tell Scumpy, hey, you can't make $190,000 a month on Twitch anymore? And then they're going to put a salary cap on top of that? Like, how does that...
So I guess it depends on the restrictions and how they run the league. And
But then you have, but then Scump's an outlier, right? Like he's one of a few Call of Duty players that's able to make an extraordinary living outside of the sport, outside of that.
So you want him in the league, basically, like.
Well, you want him, but at the same time, like the majority of the people that don't have the following or the means to make that sort of living the way the Scumpy does, like they don't give a shit whether or not. They just want to be competitors. They don't want to be entertainers. They don't want to do the extra work to raise their personal brands to become something more. So
that's normal though, isn't it? If like NBA players have like one guy is always going to make a shit ton more than everyone else. Like
It's tricky.
that's so normal.
Yeah.
I feel like that it shouldn't. I don't know. It's weird.
So it's weird. So I can fight both sides. I do like some of the stuff that they're bringing to the table, because I can fight both sides. It sucks that the open system is going to go away, and there's going to be no opportunity for just a random group of 4 to have this sort of Cinderella story. And it has happened. Like E6, a couple of years ago, I think it was during Advanced Warfare, they had this like sort of Cinderella storyline where they didn't win, but they made it all the way out of bracket and made it to main stage and all that. That goes away, and that sucks a little bit because everybody was invited to this thing, and if you were good enough on a certain day, you were going to be able to compete against Hecz. You were going to be able to compete against the creme de la creme. But you guys don't have that. You guys are just like strictly a professional like thing. How does let me ask you this? How does that work for up and comers? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it would be harder for Counter-Strike.
Yeah, pretty hard for Counter-Strike. Yeah,
because well, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are up and coming Counter-Strike. Even at this term, you have Furia, who just their team. If there was a franchise model, they wouldn't be a part of it at all.
Yeah.
Even us last year, if there was a franchise model, we wouldn't have been invited to it, and we wouldn't have had all the success
but that's the
we had
thing.
last year.
If your team pays for it, you are invited. You pay.
That's true.
Yeah.
So like, I guess Energy probably would have paid for it,
Yeah.
but a team like Furia probably doesn't have the capital to pay for it. So. I don't know. It's tough. I think Counter-Strike's. I don't know how often does a COD team just like surprise everybody.
Not often. I mean, they have good runs, but to win consistently and be at the top, like not.
Or just like it plays top 4, like
Yeah.
a team you wouldn't expect ever.
Yeah, some of course. Yeah.
Decent amount. Yeah, because I feel like Counter-Strike currently is the most competitive it's ever been. So that's why I feel like a franchise model currently would be. It's like good for the owners and good to make money. But then it would also just like kill a lot of teams, because then the teams that get into the franchise league would the best players on the teams that don't make it would want to join teams in those leagues, and then like other people would get cut, and then there would be like a lot of stuff would happen where a lot of good teams with potential would die. So I don't know what the best solution is, honestly.
It's very tricky. I think the franchise, the whole system of creating a franchise league is
There's a lot of negatives and a lot of positives.
Yeah.
There has to be like a genius that sits down and like literally writes down everything as to how it works and what doesn't, because there's going to be so many things that slip through the holes that are just going to be like that's going to break the system as it stands. And I think that's one of the things for Call of Duty that I'm worried about, because scheduling, like what does that do for the players? Time off, like off season. But I also see the opportunity to have like the All-Star games. Does Counter-Strike have All-Star games at the moment?
We have like show matches.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
Just show matches.
Yeah, we have show matches.
There used to be All-Star
But
games.
the thing is, it's not
We
All-Star
used to
games
have
because
All-Star games too for the majors, right?
no, for
No,
ESEA.
for ESEA land.
Yeah.
They used to
they
do like
also did at Columbus.
Yeah, they did it at a
Did they?
couple majors.
they did European All-Stars or
Yeah,
NA
Europe versus
All-Stars.
NA.
See, that's dope.
It is
You know?
dope.
That's
Why
sick,
don't they do
yeah.
that more?
What's up?
They stopped doing that though. I feel like
Yeah.
they add like casters and stuff to the. So it
Yeah.
That
becomes
was cool too.
Yeah, it becomes more of like a just like a.
They should have like a caster show match and like a all-star
Yeah,
show
best
match.
NA shoutcasters versus European shoutcasters.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like the fans love that kind of shit.
Yeah. And again, when you focus on that, the fans, because a lot of people get lost in, they make themselves believe they're doing it for the fans, but they're not doing it for the fans. They're literally doing it for the pockets. Everybody's guilty of it, and unless you like literally sit down and say, what do the fans want to watch, or what's best for the players, like there's going to be a little bit of a downtick in how much revenue is being brought in. But it's what's best for the scene, and that's what I was talking to Richard about. It's like what is best for Counter-Strike, and how tough is Counter-Strike, and how long can it survive on the current conditions. You know what I'm saying? Because player fatigue has to. If you guys are like the baseball, in my opinion, well, Dota 2 are like the baseball of esports. You guys are playing every single week, traveling every single week. Do you guys have an off season? Like, when is your month off?
We have the Players Association is sort of in charge of it.
Yeah.
And I guess we bring it up to like the organizers and also Valve, and we have like this short period. I think
It's like
this
2
year.
weeks.
What is it like?
It's
is it
like-
20 days.
It's around July. It's 3
Yeah.
weeks. We get
3 weeks. Yeah,
off.
about 3 weeks of the year we have like set off where there's no events.
But it's
and-
right before the major, so a lot of
Yeah,
teams
it's
will
not-
probably
it's-
end their
it's-
break a little bit
Yeah,
before.
so for next year, the
Yeah.
Players Association is working with Valve to establish dates.
Valve set the dates for the next major.
Yeah, so now we can like plan accordingly and figure out. With
But the thing is,
organizers.
there's also Christmas though. We have Christmas now.
Christmas off
and New
end of
Year's.
the
We have
year.
like a good 2 weeks off then.
Yeah, that
and then we
as well.
have
That's
a middle of the year. We have like 2 to 3 weeks off. But like I said, like people, or you said that people practice during that time because you have the
too,
major coming
of
up.
course,
you have
man.
to.
You get burnt out fast, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, dude. Like if you're a CS player, like it's kind of, if you're on a top team and you're on one of those teams that are just going to like every event, like right now, for example, us. We're
No,
going
yeah,
to, like,
I've never been in a situation where
Yeah. In the next-
we've qualified for every
Yeah.
LAN or been invited to most
Yeah.
LANs. So
In the
we're
next-
literally going to every LAN. It's just
That's too
Can
much.
you move
It is.
your mic to your left That way, because you're facing this way.
Like this?
No,
I'm gonna move on
just
this
move
side?
it. Yeah, more on that side because you're facing this way as you're talking.
It's definitely too much though. Don't you think? Like you should like.
Well, yeah, 'cause
It's hard to not want to go to these events, but like, the fatigue will set in eventually.
The problem is like last year we said we'd pick and choose our lands.
Yeah.
This year,
How'd that go?
Should we pour more of these
were
drinks?
but we
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna pour more drinks.
get it going.
Go, man.
yeah we can. Pour
Yeah,
it
polish
down.
that off, man.
Damn, dude, Texas really slowed down these.
Dude,
past
I'm gonna tell you.
couple
Yeah, I have.
like
I've
a free
become.
one.
I've sort of become the old man.
years. No, dude.
Yeah,
No, I have.
Don't say that
You're the
about
phenom.
yourself.
Yeah, the old 30.
You've been saying that for years, though.
What is it, 30?
I'm about to be the 40-something-year-old
No,
phenom.
dude.
I'm 39. I'm gonna be 40 in February next year.
Oh my.
I can't believe it,
I
bro.
can't-
I'm 26. Deep down inside, I'm 26.
You're the phenom, bro.
right?
Yeah, you know where it's at. So we'll take a quick break. So yeah, we took a little break to refresh the refreshments, and we're talking about whether or not I like it here in Texas. And every single time I tell people that I have 7 dogs, immediately in their heads they put 7 dogs, and then when I tell them what kind of dogs they are, it's like a 200-pound Great Dane
I know.
Mastiff that's 6'3" when he puts his snout up, and then we have Benji, which is an indestructible force, and then the 4 little dogs or the 5 little dogs. Holy
Look, you
shit.
can't even remember, dude.
know,
Like,
it's so
it's
many.
a lot
So
of
I
dogs,
only
dude.
claim 2 of them, and well 3 now with Benji. Benji, Henry, and Schofield are my dogs. The rest of them are Jude's and
Which
Liv's.
one's Schofield? The poodle looking one?
No, Schofield is the Chihuahua.
Michael
He's-
Schofield.
No, yeah, Michael Schofield from
Yeah, Prison Break.
yeah,
Do
Prison
you have
Break.
one you like the most?
Yeah,
Like,
him, Schofield.
Yeah?
Schofield used to sit right here when I was playing like Call of Duty 2 tournaments.
He just chills with you?
Yeah, it chills with me the whole time. That's my best friend. He's 13 years old. Anyway, when I tell people that I have 7 dogs, they in their heads they put 7 dogs like where they live, and I'm like it's. I mean, I have a big backyard.
Yeah.
It's good, you know. Like people that live in apartments are like they imagine 7 dogs in their balcony. So I have to like explain. I'm like, I know that it seems like a lot,
Yeah.
but like I have a big
Yeah,
place
yeah,
so
big
they
property,
can run and be comfortable. But yeah,
They have a good life for sure. I see your stories.
Thank you, man. Yeah, Jude, my wife, has been super into like making like dog stories, and she's creating like
I
dog
I
detergent.
saw a video where like one of the dogs peed on Henry's face or something.
Oh no! I saw that.
No,
Benji, right?
Benji. So Benji's is a golden doodle. He goes out, and since he's neutered, he doesn't know how to lift his leg because he's not marking. So he like does that little squat to pee.
Yeah.
So Henry, the big Great Dane Mastiff, goes up and smells that he's peeing, and he's not neutered, right? He's got a big avocado back there, right? So he lifts his leg and pees while Benji's peeing. So Benji gets peed on. So now I have to hold him and then wait until Benji pees and then it goes down.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's what we were saying. Back to Counter-Strike and no, right. Yeah, so you distracted me with the dogs. But
No.
Dogs are great.
Thank you.
Though.
I was just curious if you enjoyed if you like living in Texas now, because this is a big move for you and your family as well.
yeah.
So-
I love it, man. I always knew I was born in Texas. I always knew that I was going to end up in
Oh,
Texas.
you were born in Texas?
Yeah, El Paso.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so super 8 hours away from here, like right on the border.
How long were you in Texas until you moved away?
I wasn't. My mom gave birth, and then when I was ready to, like, at 5 weeks,
Oh,
we moved
shit.
to Juarez, and then from Juarez, I'd lived there until I was 13. And 13, we went to Chicago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it here, man. It gets a little hot, but I have a pool, and I'm never going back to those winters ever again.
Yeah, no, it's crazy
Ever.
in Chicago.
Oh,
right?
you're still in Milwaukee, dude.
I
right?
know.
Milwaukee?
I live in
No,
LA.
he's
Oh, you're in LA
I've been
now?
on
moved
LA
on
2
to bigger
years.
man.
Oh, dude.
But
you
I
love-
know what you're talking about. I lived in Milwaukee my whole life, and it's an hour and a half
Yeah.
away from Chicago.
So just as
Dude,
cold.
the coldest winters ever.
Yeah, because you guys still get lakefront, right?
Yeah, of course. Like
more,
for snow
more than
and-
Oh, it's disgusting. I'll never ever do that again. And then here in Texas, like I spent a year here in Texas, and this winter was just as cold as anything that I remember. Well, not everything, but it was like 40, and I was like the biggest baby, bro. I had like my jacket, a sweater, a hoodie, and then a jacket on top. It was just like
It changes you, right?
It changed me. I became weaker, bro.
No.
I like the winter. I like the snow.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
like,
gets down
I
to
like,
like
true
-20
Canadian.
sometimes.
Like
but-
a true Canadian.
I like
over-
Texas, but I don't like the humidity here.
No?
It's too much.
No, it's
Well,
brutal.
Austin, you would hate Austin.
Yeah.
Austin is
Really?
worse.
I think I've been to
Yeah.
Austin once. It's not.
Yeah, big time. We went to X Games, and Big Timer was like extremely like hot. So let's move back. I rent a house with a hockey rink. for this guy, and then
Yikes! I didn't.
And the worst part is the tweet, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Before Daps got replaced, he tweeted out like, "Got my hockey sticks ready to move it in the house."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I wasn't gonna bring all those. That was for sure. I just had a lot of hockey sticks in the
They bought
garage.
a car.
So
he bought a
fun.
car, dude.
too, right?
Honestly, it's fine.
It's like, I bought a
it's
car
fine.
for
Honestly,
It all worked out. I'm glad you guys won
It
E-League. Good
definitely-
job.
"Stop,
Good job,
dude."
Warriors.
Backhanded
We all
comments,
came
dude.
back to round. Like we all came back around.
Everything came full circle.
Yeah, full circle. I think for us, for me, from my perspective, like it was the first time stepping into like PC. So I was like trying my hardest and didn't really like realize how much it took to like. I come from a video game culture where like everybody can just help each other do things, and you guys were like, you guys needed a manager and like all that, and I was like, oh my god, like why? I couldn't understand why. Like, coach, why do you need a coach? Like, we don't need a fucking coach.
I remember that. Yeah.
Look, bro, I had a couple of missteps, but you know,
I enjoyed
growing
it. I
pains.
gained valuable job experience early on.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Being
you
the
did all the
team's
work for
manager,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like
that's
manager,
fun.
coach, like you
Yeah,
did it all.
I was doing
Back
everything.
then,
It was fun.
COD didn't have coaches back then? Because now you guys do, right? You guys have coaches now?
Yeah, but now they're needed. No, I was gonna say like, yeah, but it's just like a. But I caught myself. I'm gonna think I'm a TP. TP's, you know.
I think it's kind of dumb that the coaches still can't sit behind like the COD players.
Yeah.
Like they
they
say like
No.
the intermission. They say
Yeah.
like, what
That's
they want.
bad.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
So what's the
stuff.
coach doing in the game? He's just like showing in the back.
He's just taking
No.
notes.
Just like before the game, he'd come in and you'll say like what the team
Yeah.
needs, and then after
That's
like the
bad.
games
Yeah.
when they talk again.
They can't pause during the game at all.
No.
But there's freeze
Like-
time, like the first like 10 seconds when you're like going to
Oh, yeah,
a
there's
round.
like a small
Search and destroy, for example. There's like a freeze time, right?
It'd be nice if they put
Yeah,
the
but-
coach behind them for that 10 seconds, right? Or that.
Or that
Nah.
it's
I don't think
useless.
that would affect much.
No, it wouldn't.
They're gonna do their thing either way.
No. Like TP will get up there and say, he's like, all right, these guys break off this. If they break up this way, then you're gonna do this, and then you have the times at time, and then they have to get
Yeah,
off.
that's kind of hard.
It's
And
kind
then
of
you have to
quick.
go
It's
right
kind of
away.
quick. Yeah.
It's
Well,
fast paced.
coaches weren't allowed on stage with you guys either, right?
They've always been allowed. At first, they were allowed to talk during our freeze time.
That's
but
what.
then,
Yeah.
They are here actually.
Yeah, here they are, but for the most part, they're not allowed to talk at all.
I mean, before
Yeah.
there was like the coaches could actually talk all the time.
Yeah.
That's
and they
insane.
could literally be in-game leaders.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so you wouldn't have to take up the in-game leader spot.
Yeah.
But then they changed it where they
That would
they
make the
can't
game
talk
a
at all.
lot
Who was it, like
easier.
Peacemaker or
Until-
someone? Like was like
Yeah.
the IGL for the
Yeah.
team.
See, some
Yeah.
teams
Liquid?
got
Was it
screwed
Liquid?
over.
Yeah, it was Liquid. And then
He was literally their IGL. Like he was the sixth guy on the team calling all the strats from freeze time, and like and in game he was calling, but that was too much, and Valve put a stop to it. So you
It's
can
way
only,
too easy.
You can talk during 4 timeouts, like 30 seconds each,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it. So
Well, that's good. Aside from the water being black at the CSGO house,
come on, man.
What was one of the worst things that you experienced at the house?
You don't even. I
I wasn't there that much.
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
you-
there that
you-
much.
just-
Okay, he definitely got it the worst, but I remember.
No,
I
I think-
remember. Wait, what were you gonna say?
We got the baby room. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I saw Tarik.
Yeah, no, I was in the room, and like a couple days after, apparently, like I found this camera in this corner that was like a baby camera, and like we went to the kitchen, and like they knew about it before me, so they
Yeah.
were probably watching. But
Yeah,
there's
but
this
that's fine- that's
camera,
fine.
there's like a baby camera, and they could like see my room like 24/7. So in the
No.
kitchen, they could always see me.
No.
and like there's just a camera like posted on my room.
No, but could you actually turn it on and watch what's happening in there?
Yeah,
but
so
I
like
don't- no one
Shut
did
up.
that though.
no, I mean I don't know if anyone did.
Well, okay, let me-
Audrey might have. I don't know about Audrey.
No, Aaron. Remember Aaron when he first moved in? He was like
I mean,
a little bit
who
weird.
knows? But like,
Aaron's
someone
a
was
weird dude,
watching
but
me
he's
at
too
some
chill.
point.
Yeah, no, afterwards. But bro, even when Aaron first moved there, and you guys, I was like, yo, this dude like just stares at you, and I'm like, no, he doesn't. And then we go to Vegas, and then he's sitting across from me, and I'm eating, and the dude's literally just like this. Just like mouth open.
That's his resting face.
Yeah, like staring at me, and I'm like, bro, you do that. He's like, what? And I'm like, you fucking stare into space, but you don't stare into space. You're staring into like people's souls at the same time. So that. Okay, but let me ask you: did you actually turn on the TV and were able to look in there?
Yeah. In the kitchen, you
Yeah.
can go into the kitchen and like we open the camera up and you can see my room like live feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Wait, where was the?
in the
in the
corner.
kitchen, like
But in the
like to
room,
the left of the fridge.
In his room, there's a camera in the corner.
yeah, like in the corner, and
it
I
was
didn't notice it
connected.
at first,
Yeah.
so I was like doing my thing in there, you know.
Doing
Like,
his thing.
Yeah, you was that. You're making love to yourself. It's all good.
Saw the sheets tugging a little bit.
Who knows? Who knows what people saw in there?
Wait, but that's crazy though. I swear to this, like you telling me this is like something brand new. I've never
I just thought it was like a feature of the house, and I was like, I guess it's for the content. Like Hecz probably set this shit up. He's like, you know, that the content king.
Yeah.
He probably put this shit in here. He might want to get some like footage.
Okay, where was the TV in the kitchen?
No, it wasn't TV.
It was like a small
Okay, the monitor.
Yeah,
Where?
it's like a small little monitor, like
on the left of the fridge. Yeah,
it's like there was like a slide door next to where you walk into like the pool area, and it's like right there on the wall.
Like after I found out, I put some tape over, and I was like, "Listen, you guys can't."
You put tape over it?
Put tape over?
I was like, "Dude, like
This is good, bro. I swear, I've never.
This is unprofessional at this point."
I've never ever known that.
Honestly, the worst part for me was, dude, for a month straight, we had cold water. You remember that?
No.
Dude,
I remember you were telling me about that every day.
At first it was bad, but then it got kind of good because like you wake up super like refreshed. Like I learned cold showers, and like and then the heat came back, and I just went back to hot showers. So it was like,
dude,
no more.
that sucks.
I think I was there when like the water was brown.
Yeah, I was there.
Well, that was the one bathroom. The one downstairs.
My bathroom had brown water too.
Yeah,
but we gotta fix.
It's alright.
But you guys had a pool that was
No,
never
the
used.
pool was sick. The pool was sick. I'll give you that.
Nobody ever used it.
No, we did.
Did you?
I was there. I used it for the while.
2
I was
a.m.
there. Yeah.
The hot tub.
Was it broken for a long time?
They broke and got fixed.
Yeah, it broke and got fixed. Somebody came in and started like breaking shit down, and then, bro, it was not like I thought. I'm like hockey rink, Canadians. This is gonna be fucking dope. We're gonna make videos.
It was a pretty nice house, but it was in the middle of nowhere. So like, and we didn't. Me and Oscar didn't have a car, so we're like, where do we even go?
Didn't you guys have like one time like fans like find you guys?
Oh,
you were telling me that.
Your dad, I think, or
Jude's
dad.
Yeah.
He had fans come up to the house, and he caught him like, "Hey, you gotta get out of here."
They're like stalking you guys, right?
Yeah. They never came to like the door because
it's kind of creepy because it's in like the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Like they come out the middle of the night.
But that's the thing though. Like people always put themselves in the victim in scenarios like that. But everybody's going through that, and you know the house better than they do. So if anything, you're the hunter and they are the hunted.
Whoa,
that's the way I
know. That house was so big, the secret doors I never knew about. Man.
No, like I wouldn't. Yeah, like I would find something new every day.
Yeah, exactly. Remember the spice cabinet?
Oh yeah, somebody bumped into it.
Just popped out.
Yeah, I think Mixwell like bumped it. No offense, but bumped into the thing, and then it
just popped open it.
So anyway, so you brought Mixwell in. How did you like to just relive the how you found him? Because that was like one of the weirdest things. Like he always attributes the fact that his life was changed because like you found him.
I mean, I've said it a lot of times. It's like it was a mixture of looking around on HLTV and started doing research. So like we created a list of like 15 players, I'd say, and then I would watch the demos of each of them, like playing the best opponents they played against, and then I would also ask the opinion of like certain European people who would like give me their advice on it, and then I think we interviewed a few of them, and then Mixwell turned out to be like the most motivated and seemed to be the best as well.
Yeah,
from what we saw.
Did he live there longer than you did, or was
we lived there the same amount of time. But after I left, I think he stayed there for like an extended period of time.
Yeah,
and with Audrey maybe I don't know how
Audrey and his girlfriend Raquel or Rachel.
It's impressive how long Will stayed in the house.
Yeah, these guys
he only stayed there because of Mixwell.
Yeah.
Like none of us moved in, but like
Will.
Yeah, why not Oscar alone? Though.
I know.
Yeah, Will was like the guy
That's
that was
why-
like,
that's
I
why I
can't
said
leave
that's-
him.
yeah,
like this
no,
guy's
he's-
like a trooper.
Yeah.
He was mad. No one
What's your
would move in.
excuse?
I mean, I didn't have an excuse. Like I was just like, dude, my water is brown and I have a fucking baby camera.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Well, one of the first things that you told me is like, yo, where do we go to the store? And I'm like, oh, I can take you. And there's like, no, I'm just gonna get a bike. And I'm like, you're not gonna get a fucking
You
bike.
can't bike. You're gonna get like run over to that road.
That road you're gonna get run over. And like in Illinois, like biking is not a thing. Walking is not a thing.
you have to have a car.
It's long distance.
Yeah, like you have to have here in Texas is just as bad, but because of this highway, you can get anywhere in under 5 minutes. Anything you need in the world, you can get in 5 minutes, which is why my wife like loves it here.
Yeah,
but. Like for you, it was like a Brooklyn thing, right? Like in Brooklyn.
No, in Brooklyn it was just transportation, like bus and train.
Right,
no, bus and train mainly, right?
Okay.
Like there's transportation like throughout the whole city. You can go anywhere you want.
It's
But,
more
like,
normal to not own a car, right? In, like,
yeah,
Brooklyn?
well, not more normal, but it's just more convenient.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a car, like you can easily get around without using public transportation.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of missteps from my side in that situation. Like even the whole Stanislaw thing, like that was our fault because I let the contract like lapse and give him the opportunity to like do that.
But he like knew though. I feel like that it was like ending. So like I don't know if he would have fixed anything. Like I think he.
But he
knew
gave you guys a nice raise though.
That is true. I think we were like the highest paid team in NA for a bit there. I mean, like we were living.
Incredible.
Dude, one thing I missed though, Egg Harbor Cafe.
Oh, the avocado, the omelet. The omelet, yeah.
Dude, that place was god tier. Wildberry as well. Both those
Is that
places.
the place with the wrap? The Chipotle ranch
I don't know.
wrap?
It was
that was like the breakfast place you guys went to in
We
Chicago,
went there.
right?
I think you went to Atlanta with us, maybe.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
Columbus. Was
Columbus?
that one of the?
No,
Yeah,
no, it wasn't in Columbus. It's a different place. It was you might have been there or no. In Atlanta, we went there once, but it was like a breakfast place. But anyways, it was really good. And we always went with Oscar and Hecz all the time. So
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah, so you were a super trooper. And it sucked when you left. It sucked when like everybody, like that era came to an end. Like
I think it
bad.
was time though. Like
Yeah.
we waited, we tried to get fifths, and no one wanted. Like we couldn't get a fifth we wanted. So
Yeah.
like for me and Tanner, it was kind of like a no-brainer decision, right?
I think
Like,
so. Yeah.
we knew that it was gonna put Nap
You guys
in.
didn't think about me?
No, we were trying to get Nap,
Yeah.
but like it just didn't
Like,
finish.
hey
the
man,
season.
get rid of Tim. No, I'm kidding.
I remember even watching the stream. Like Stewie's like, did you consider Mixwell a Tarik? No.
You mean Naf?
Or
Yeah.
Mixwell and Nap,
Yeah.
and he's like, no. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, we knew that we were putting you and Oscar in a bad situation, but we also knew that you guys are great players and you would find teams. And obviously,
that's
you
sort of how we looked
you
at
kind
it.
of sifted through this shit for a bit in Renegades, but then you obviously got in Liquid, which is
Well, I mean,
look where you are now.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
owning.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Owning.
honestly, I owe a lot of my career to Renegades. Whereas, like when I was on Renegades, like I planned on doing like the same shit I did on OpTic, where I was like, I'll just play like the fill role, I'll do everything, and you guys don't want to do. And then there was just like one time I was like, I'm just gonna be the star player. You guys like listen to me.
Yeah.
Do what I
Damn.
do.
Alpha,
You know?
alpha.
Damn, Alpha
And I'm just like,
Dude,
if,
Alpha Nav.
if we lose, I want the blame to be on me. Like I want to
Yeah.
take responsibility. Like I want to be set up to make the plays. And
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Respect, dude.
Respect, bro. That's dope, man.
If you want to get shit done, you do it
Because
yourself.
I'm gonna tell you that that's good. Because I always considered you like the shyest out of everyone. So like when you started to loosen up, it was like really cool. And like even now you saying that, like, 'cause we're gonna do shit the way I want to do. That's like it's good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the NAF strat? There always be one
Which one
strat
was that?
during a game. No, like during a game, there'd be
Oh,
one
yeah.
strat like he would call and it was 100% win rate always. Like he always knew like this is gonna work and it always worked. So he called like NAF strats. Once a game.
He did that every team I've been on with him. He always did that. It wasn't 100%.
It was
win rate.
it was up there.
Well, but it wasn't 100% win rate because of him. It was like his team.
I mean, someone else
guys
definitely
fucked up
messed
somehow.
up. Yeah, like someone
No,
messed
there was one game Naf tried calling. I remember on like Cash, like a long time
Wait, like
ago.
calling, right?
Yeah, like
I was
on
playing
calling-
with you.
Yeah. And like certain people like didn't listen to him one round. Naf's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done with this shit.
I remember that 'cause someone didn't listen. You got mad. She's like, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah, no. Like after that, I'm like, all right, I respect in-game leaders. Like, fuck this
No,
shit.
no. That was
Dude, I feel like Naf and Will have come a long way, like from their like the ways they were like back
Oh,
in the
no.
day.
Honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I saw Will as like an older brother on OpTic. To be honest,
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
like we
Oh,
would
that's so
argue,
nice.
like we would go like cutthroat,
like the
arguments.
clip on Nuke,
Oh, yeah,
for
dude.
example.
Shut your
like,
fucking
they
mouth.
come
Yeah.
along.
I have that.
You know,
yeah.
they were
No,
talking
oh my
about
God.
like
No, no,
talking
no.
shit.
No,
Made fucking finals.
Bro, I walked in one day and I had my camera and I was like, I was gonna skip, or I didn't want to interrupt. And I'm walking, and then somebody slammed.
Wait, this
their-
is like a practice or something? Or?
yeah, in the house.
Oh, damn, it's
You-
happened twice then.
Yeah, you guys were
This is a
there.
different time.
And then somebody, like, I think it was you. You fucking slammed your thing, your
mouse?
your mouse. And then everybody's like, "Hey, man, don't slam shit." And
No,
then,
it's funny, dude. No, this guy has a temper, bro. Trust me.
No,
But it's
I don't
gotten,
stop-
it's,
not anymore, not anymore.
It's gotten better, but
Not
it was
anymore.
back in the
That
day.
doesn't go.
Back in the day, this guy had a temper. Like he had definitely had a temper, and he would get mad, and like we would like tell him, yo, dude, you gotta chill
Remember
out.
one time
We- yeah,
like we argued a lot.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
we argued a lot for sure. But then like it was one of those things where like it's almost better if you let him let it out.
Because
like,
then I'm good the next round.
yeah, yeah, because he like resets quick. Like,
Yeah.
this
But-
guy like
but-
doesn't.
Dude, the
yeah.
argument with me and Naf was insane. Like,
I mean, yeah,
what,
like-
what would happen? Like, we
Like
bumped
I
into each
remember,
other.
like no, this is like Will, like he was in hell, and then like Will was like complaining, like while I'm alive, he's
like,
complaining.
Naf, get on my way or something. He's
No.
like,
No, like he's like complaining like what I'm doing, and while I'm trying to play, and like I know where they're coming from, like we know what's happening, and then he's just complaining to me. I'm shooting at someone, like what the hell? I'm just like I'm like
so mad about it.
and after that I died. I'm just like fucking.
he's like, Will, shut your fucking mouth. I'm like,
you need to calm the fuck down,
Yeah,
dude.
like-
I remember
is awesome.
we won that minor, and I don't think anyone was even happy after
Not even
we won.
Stan
we were happy.
No, yeah,
Dude,
Stan,
Stan was
like,
all
laughed.
mad. He's like, guys,
Stan, like,
we
looked
won,
like
but
we
you guys
lost.
are like fucking dumb. Like,
You guys
why
need to fix
Oh,
your
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But me and Nef, like, what are you talking about? Like, we're good.
like I said, like he's like he felt like an older brother. Like we would go, like we would have like cut through like arguments, but after it'd be like, all right, man, like
Yeah.
But you grow from it, you know, like
Yeah,
you know,
of
like
course.
you're here to win, and you're teammates, and you
Yeah.
can't like hold on to shit like that.
I'm gonna see if I can find the clip of that I'm talking about. Then we'll
You have a
put.
clip. You actually
No,
have a
you
clip?
can
Yeah.
find it. It's definitely out
This
there.
time-
No, no,
You-
my clip.
It's not.
It's
It's
not
not.
my phone.
Yeah, it's not.
You should find both of them because their clip is like pretty fucking good.
You didn't include it in the vlog, probably, right? You
No.
like had it and you kept
Yeah,
it for
I
the
kept it,
you
yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm always really good at
You had
that. Like the
vault.
amount of fights that I have from Nate and Scumpy from the early days, like insane.
Really?
Yeah, like crazy good.
Ever a fist fight? No, they wouldn't
That's
get that.
crazy.
No,
far.
but
No way.
it's like at the time Scumpy was fresh out of high school. And he was like a fucking tank. Like he was
Yeah,
just like
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, and then him and Nate got into a fight, and then they were like going at it, and I grabbed both of them and then I push them away, and the skunk gets mad and then goes like this, punch the hole through the door, and I'm like,
No way.
And I'm like, you're paying for that fucking door. He's like, no, fucking that. Slaps the door, fucking walks away, and then Nate's like, he's fucking crazy. I'm like, bro, you're the one that fucking did it.
Dude,
Like,
that's some
Remember
good
we
fucking shit. Right there.
almost flushed Shazam.
No, yeah, and we
Dude,
found it
I
recently.
remember
We
watching
showed
that with
Tarik.
Dabs, yeah, that one's fucking
no,
good.
it's
No.
one of the early
Oh
vlogs
my
in the
God,
OpTic
Will's fucking
CSGO.
hilarious,
And
dude.
him and Shazam are going at it. Most of the good footage got cut.
I think Will like what were you like?
Hitch recorded
Will,
it.
Will was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Hitch
wait, was like,
recorded
what?
it.
You want to fight?
No,
I'm
what
just
happened was earlier, like in the season, we talked online like about fighting, right?
Yeah.
And then like, when I got to land, I'm like, yo, we're at land, so let's fight, bro.
Yeah.
And I said that, and
He's
he
just like recording all of it
yeah,
too.
he's just like, this is good shit. Like, come on, man.
Those sort of things like
Oh, so
never
bad.
ever make the like. I
It
always
made it though. It made it in the video.
No, part of it made it.
No,
Hitch
like,
put
the
some
whole
of it
part
in.
didn't make it though, right? I remember Dabs was
cut
telling
out
me
a
like there's
lot.
No,
parts
they
that
cut
were
out like
out.
the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hitch put in
Oh,
like
I remember.
a little
Yeah, it was
bit
in
of
Ohio,
juice.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Columbus
one.
minor when we
Yeah.
I was watching it recently.
It was pretty fun.
recently.
Yeah,
Why are you
no,
watching that
me
shit?
and Dabs are watching
Yeah.
it. No, I
Chad
didn't
pulled
see
it
it.
up.
I didn't see it. And Dabs was showing me.
No,
He's
yeah,
like,
we were all in TeamSpeak. We were all talking to each other. Like, oh, you remember the summer OpTic? And it was like,
Mother,
it was good times.
man, I'm
some funny shit. Dude, Will has
I'm
a fucking
wild.
temper. I mean,
Yeah,
it's probably
that's
still
good.
there. He just
Yeah.
doesn't show it.
That's definitely like gone. It's dissipated.
It's
but
still there. Trust me.
No,
Like,
me and Tim, like we've had some arguments, but like now we're good now. But like same thing as like us, and me and Naf, like we've had arguments.
it's
but-
impressive though how fast he resets though. Like he'll get fucking like super heated.
But then, like, boom,
in the
next
moment.
round, you
The
gotta-
next round, like as long as you guys are on the same page, like this guy will reset. He doesn't give a shit.
In the
about
video, he resets right away too because he's like, "Oh man, I messed up my DPI now."
it. We're good.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, okay, we're good."
It's on me, it's
yeah,
on
yeah, He's
me.
like, "Okay, no, we're good." But he like slams, and then three people like look at him like, "Hey man, don't do that." And then he's like, "No, no, no, no." And then he looks back at the camera. He's like, "Shh." And he's like, "Oh, I messed up my DPI," and then it's back to business. It's so good, and I have it in my phone. I keep all my phones because of that, because some of the videos don't transfer and I don't back them up. But if I find it, I'll definitely include it in this.
Oh my God.
That's some good shit.
Yeah.
That's some good shit.
Will roast video, dude.
No, that's some good shit. That's some good
See,
shit.
he's getting mad now.
No,
It's
no,
crazy.
no,
No, okay, I'm
It's
totally
like
I remember that, man. It's crazy. The for what it's worth, we had some really good times.
for
It was
sure,
good.
for sure.
There were growing pains, but good growing pains.
Yeah,
You know, you get
no,
through
I mean,
it.
overall, like I would say, like you were like very accommodating. Like any problems we like had, even though like you guys didn't have the same infrastructure as every other organization.
Yeah.
Like LCS organizations, they have like a bunch of people working with them. But anytime I came to you, like you were always like willing to help me out, whether it was like in-game shit or out-of-game shit, like. If I needed help with my YouTube
Strats.
channel, whatever, yeah. Even if like I'm having a problem with a teammate, like you'd give me advice on like, like how to work through it. So I think like you guys tried your best.
Like even if there were problems, like you actually like worked to like fix it. Like obviously like with
You
the
cared.
infrastructure, like
Yeah.
you really made an effort, dude. You were at the house every day. Like that's crazy. You drove like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it was, 15, 30 minutes every
Yeah.
day to the house to like just to see me and Mixwell because you knew like we were alone, obviously.
Yeah.
And that was super like I respect that to this day. So
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's not hard to. When you're having fun doing
Yeah.
shit, like I loved hanging out with you guys. So it was like nothing to me. Like even Mitch was like, you don't have to take me to the dentist. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't got.
I remember, yeah,
I can take
yeah.
I can take
You were
phone
like-
calls in the car or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't see that as like the extra mile.
You went
I
the
just-
extra mile for sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see it as the extra mile. I just saw it as part of my day. I have my vlog. I have to go visit these guys to see if they need anything, take anything, and then do that. Everything's good. They're about to practice. I'm out. Go to the scuff house and do the same
yeah,
thing.
long days, dude.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
You liked it though. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, still to this day.
It's
I
not
fucking
like that
enjoy it.
for every org owner,
Yeah.
like for them it's like strictly business.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's like
Yeah.
Hecz was like a friend to us, like he wasn't. He's part of the crew.
Yeah, that's how I saw it too.
Yeah,
So,
man. Put a
chill.
fucking crew. Yo, remember that fucking car that we had at the house too?
The
Yeah.
Fiat.
No, it wasn't a Fiat. It was a Datsun.
Audrey was driving it,
Oh,
right?
the nice one in the garage.
In the garage,
right?
the race car.
Oh, the red car. It was red,
Yeah,
right?
really nice. Yeah.
The thing about that house is that you're right. Like there was so many hidden like things. Like that garage you can access from under the stairs. And I wish that we never really did like a semi walkthrough of the thing, but we never really got into the nitty gritty.
Yep.
Like there was those 2 rooms where there was the server room and then the salt room for the pool.
The basement was like crazy. It was like, like
There's a theater room and
There's a what?
the basement, like where the theater room is.
Yeah.
And like the gym room.
Yeah, there's like,
Dude.
it's a crazy
Yeah,
house.
that house
dude.
is big.
Wasn't
Just
it like
thinking about
owned
it.
by an ex-hockey player, like pro hockey player
No,
or some
college
shit like
hockey
that?
player, I think.
No, it was owned by some dude that fixed planes. It was like a
Oh,
pilot
okay.
that fixed
Okay.
planes, and his son was a hockey player that went on to play college
Gotcha.
hockey. So that's where it was at. But it was like a real hockey thing. Like he would freeze over the thing, and like it took a. It was
legit.
a
There's
process.
Zamboni in the
Yeah, the
garage.
Zamboni in the garage. We never got to use it. Obviously,
You never
'cause of
used the rink?
early departure.
We
yeah.
used it once maybe for like
Wait,
content.
but you had Freiburg later on. He played hockey.
No, he didn't. Well, we didn't have anything.
I
there.
never stepped foot on the rink personally.
Really?
Really?
Well, you
Ever?
didn't live there.
Wait,
but
no, actually, maybe I stepped foot.
They're
but,
all like lefties. Though,
Yeah, I
so,
remember
like,
all the sticks were left-handed.
Yeah.
I would have been just good anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I remember the video when you did the E-League video. You missed it. Like, oh, it's a lefty. And you
Yeah. I did that for the levity of the video. Yeah, no, that's the easiest thing. So what do you have coming up next to after this event? You guys have what?
I mean, you guys, they're going to ECS. We didn't qualify, unfortunately. But yeah,
We
got
have ECS. Yeah.
When is that?
Right after this event.
So
So,
next-
we leave on Monday.
Are you flying
Yeah,
from
we
here
leave,
to
we leave
London?
on Monday directly to London.
That's brutal. That's the most brutal thing, dude. When you have like
It's
no
11
down-
We have like
hours.
3 events
No,
back to back.
It's 9 hours.
What do you have after that?
9 hours,
Mine-
10 back.
Well, I have to fly
or-
from
I don't
Houston.
know.
Or
I know
to
we have
Houston
something
first,
probably.
and then I go
Probably,
there.
So
yeah.
45-minute flight to Houston, and then
Yeah.
I just
9
got back
hour.
from London, and it's just amazing. I love going to London. It's like my favorite thing to do, but I can't do it. Like, dudes, I give every single Counter-Strike player like the biggest daps in the world because, bro, like the amount of travel that you guys do, it's insane. And I experienced it because every single time that I could go with you guys, like I would obviously go with you guys, and just the amount of times like I would not be able to do that in this day and age. It's just too much.
Remember E-League, what he said at the bar?
Oh yeah, remember when we
talk about
convinced
that?
you?
Yeah.
We talk
we
about
were
that?
we were we
Yeah.
were like we had a couple of drinks and then we were like driving
Okay,
to
this is
like
before the semifinal or final?
this was before the semifinal because we played FaZe in the semifinal
Yeah.
and we were like driving to like some arcade and we had a
Yeah.
couple of drinks.
We're like
And
what's
you
the
guys-
game hole
you
you
guys-
throw the
you guys-
ball?
you guys
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
driving.
Me
You
and
guys
Will like convinced you somehow. It was the first time OpTic was playing FaZe in CS and Counter-Strike history.
Yeah.
And it was
On
like a big
TV,
rivalry.
on
On TV, E-League semifinals, and we convinced you to, you guys, I think you guys took like 15%
Yeah, 15
normally.
and-
And then we convinced you like, yo, Hecz, if we beat FaZe in the semifinal, you guys have to agree. Like, I don't know how we broke it
5%.
down. 5%. Somehow, some way, we got you on board.
No, of
and,
course, yeah.
And you did it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did it. No, that's like fucking crazy
That's
to me.
insane.
Because like that's like shit in the contracts, and like you held your word to it too. And
Yeah,
that
of
was
course.
like
I wanted you guys to win.
no, it was like a big,
Yeah.
it was a big thing for you too. But it was just cool that we like somehow
Dude,
we,
I still watch his videos. Like I go back and watch them. Like
Yeah.
relive the moments.
Yeah.
Like
That's crazy because I remember it's like I'm like if you guys beat him,
Yeah, it was-
this
yeah.
like you guys
Yeah,
this, and if you
yeah,
go no, I said if you guys
We're
make
like-
it to Saturday, 10%. If you guys make it
yeah,
to Sunday,
exactly,
5%.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, you were like, and that's fucking sick though. Like
Look,
no one else would do that. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't know. I like having fun. I like having fun. I like. But
That was fucking
the
sick
thing
for us.
is like I've always obviously in esports or the way that we did esports, it was never like possible. But people are gonna hate me for this. Players are gonna love it, but owners and everybody else is gonna hate me. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. Orgs shouldn't take percentages from people. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wins a championship. Orgs shouldn't take 15%. In fact, they should give a bonus of 15% for fucking winning. That's the incentive that people need to do that.
I mean, it's kind of hard. The way I see it is like I'm okay with it because like they're paying us salary. Like we're not guaranteed to win every event, so like it's just sort of us giving back to them.
Yeah.
But I also understand the fact that like if we win an event, it's like really big for them.
yeah, a lot of good PR for them.
Yeah, like a lot of good PR. But I
Yes.
just see it as like they
But-
deserve their cut as well.
Yeah, sure. But they're gonna hate me for this. But the thing is like orgs can make money
Other ways.
by creating content. You know, if they just go the extra mile and create good content, then they thrive. and try to get like viewership, that's when the sponsorships comes in, and then that's when that's when you're really able to do cool shit. What sucks the most about like what just happened is that I never really got the chance to operate with capital to really like entice or like enhance a player's experience under OpTic. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what sucks about like the situation, because if you're able to have like all the resources in the world, which we had at one point, like that's when you really have fun. That's like when the content becomes the best shit ever.
It becomes natural, like
Yeah,
not like a chore.
Yeah, the best thing was like when we were able to do like smooth competition with you guys.
Yeah.
Like that was so fun because you saw worlds colliding. You know what I'm saying? And that's when
that was fun.
Yeah, that's when the green wall was able to be like, all right, yeah, we're fans of Scumpy and them, but these guys are super cool too. So now they become like fans of this, and that sort of interaction is what makes this like this OpTic world go around. That's so cool, dude.
You guys killed the game though. Like the content for OpTic, like smooth competition and all that shit. Like not many orgs can like get to that level.
It's really hard.
Like, content production. Like,
It's not. It's just consistency.
it is. It is
committing to consistency.
A lot of it is consistency and also trial and error and also figuring out what works for yourself. But
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were like the masters at it. You guys like you guys like set the trend for how it should be done. So
Yeah, and the best thing, and this is for any owner out there, this trying to create content. Think of the content first, and then figure out how the sponsorship fits into that. Don't talk to your sponsor and be like, "What can we create for this sponsor?" No, that's not the way you do it. You think of something cool to do, and then you integrate the sponsorship into that. That's how that shit works, and that's how we always did it. We didn't say, all right, how do we fit in Brisk into this thing? We said, all right, well, we have to do something cool. Let's do something outside of video games. Let's do competition outside of video games. Smooth competition, and it's brought to you by that. Like, get that out of the way, and then just do cool shit. And that's like the easiest thing. Which ones did you participate? Did you participate in?
no,
any of
I
them?
never actually did one. You
You're
guys,
from fucking Brooklyn.
yeah.
You should have been in Inverness, Illinois, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
A lot of times you guys would do brisk competition in like the mornings, and I
Yeah.
was not a morning
No,
person
you were
at
not.
the time.
Yeah.
So like I was like, you text me like, hey, we're doing like a hormone derby. You want to come? Like, yeah, I'm down. That was the night before.
Yeah.
Come in the morning. I'm like, oh, I can't.
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't.
I wish I had,
did
though,
I did the
like,
soccer one where like it was like we were tethered like on a
Yeah.
line.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have, like you have soccer.
Yeah.
Like, that was fun. Like
Yeah, I saw. I remember
those are
Oscar
fun
was
to
in there.
watch.
Which ones were you in?
I didn't
any
do
of
any,
them?
but I saw like Oscar. Oscar was in some of them. So.
Yeah, in the
Dude,
soccer
Oscar's
one
like,
that
I
you
gotta
were
pee really
in.
bad.
Yeah, in the hold on, okay.
I've been holding it, man. It hurts. I have a small bladder.
Let's hold on a second. Let's slow it down. Oh, go ahead. I was just kidding.
Where's that bathroom actually?
Yeah, I'm gonna go too really quick.
All right, go ahead. In that scenario, in the one that you were in is where I think Scumpy and Maniac got kicked in the balls.
And something else happened too.
What?
I think Crim grabbed
Crim
the drone,
six, yeah.
and it cut his ass like
Yeah.
straight up.
So the thing, the thing there is like, it's my drone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. You know, it's the first drone I ever had. I fall in love with it, and it's coming down. It's got autopilot to land. It can land wherever it wants by itself. No need for help. And Crim6 is just staring at it, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I wonder what. He's not gonna get out of the way for sure, of course. And he's like, no, he raises his hand to grab it, and it's a platform. It's got two legs. Grabs one leg, and then the thing like tilts to its side. So the thing like chops him like on the top of the forearm.
It was a deep cut
Yeah,
too.
bad. And then he's like, oh, and then he fucking slams it.
He literally spiked it. Like,
Yeah, as if it was an animal that was attacking him. And I got so mad. I'm like, yo, don't slam my drone. Like, don't, like, I can't believe, he's like, it fucking cut me. And I'm like, yeah, but it's your fault. Like, don't, like, that's my drone. And he's like, and I'm like, that. He's like, look. And I'm like, but you did it. Like, you're getting mad at something that you did.
that was actually really funny.
Yeah, like, Crim's an interesting character, man. He's
I don't think I actually ever met Crim.
no?
No,
What
I
about
don't-
formal or anything? When he was in
I
the team?
met. Wait, no, I think I
Scump.
met Formal. I met Scump.
Wait, no. When we were in Dallas.
No, I think I met Crim. You're
Remember we
right.
went to
It
that
was
event in
brief though.
Dallas?
I never like hung out with
Dude,
him that much.
that was sick. That event. in
Yeah, that
Dallas.
was a sick event, dude.
That
The
was the
fans
sickest
there
event
were
that was
insane,
the sickest event
man.
I've ever been to. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, like the chance for the OpTic,
And-
like green wall and
You know what's
shit
crazy?
like
Like,
that.
we're walking around, and obviously we're CS players, but everyone recognized us.
Yeah, like everyone knew us
That's
just
the
from being a
beauty
part of
of
the
what
brand.
I did when I brought people to
Nah,
fucking
dude,
together.
it was insane, man. Like those chants in that event.
It was,
like,
it was surreal.
I mean, that was probably not even like the biggest COD event, but like those guys were like ripping their like they're like giving their
Was
souls.
it
to,
OG
like,
Hype Squad or something it was called?
Yeah.
Like the OpTic Hype
Yeah.
Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had the face easy as fuck.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I swear to God, I think you came up
No,
with that.
Sabina made it, right?
No, I came up with it, but she wrote
Yeah,
it.
she had
Yeah.
good handwriting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you came up with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've been competing against FaZe.
Wait, you came
for
Yeah, I came up with it and she like drew it.
Forever.
I was like, dude, what if we do it backwards? Easy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I was like holding that
Bro,
shit up. Like
That's sick, dude.
That's so sick. I've been competing with them for call it 10 years.
No one's come up with that?
Never did I think it's like easy as
nice.
fuck when beating them.
I'm taking
Bro, when
I'm taking
no,
off for that.
of course, 100%. That's all yours. But yeah, like for me, again, and it's the same thing that happened with Nick. Nick was a Halo player, but he was on so many videos that
Maniac,
I'm like,
right?
Yeah, Maniac. That I'm like, it makes sense to bring them to a Call of Duty event so they can meet with the fans, and that's why I brought you guys out to meet with the fans, right? Because I knew that they were.
Dude, it was so sick.
It was like an easy thing
It
to
was
do.
really fun. It was really fun meeting the other like Pamaj was there too.
Yeah.
Jay was there, and everyone was there.
Everyone's
and
there. It
so
was awesome.
Yeah, it was
we had a
fucking
good
amazing.
time.
Do you guys go to your other teams' events?
Well, I've only been on Energy for a couple of months, but I haven't. Well, we went to the
No,
Overwatch League
you
event.
mean like,
yeah, we went
you
to
mean
the
for your own
Overwatch.
org?
Yeah, for your own
okay,
org.
yeah.
We went to.
I went to LCS once. So did
Yeah.
you come with me?
I don't know.
I went to LCS once for.
I've been to
Cloud9
LCS for
Yeah.
like different teams.
CLG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like right after that, I was like trying to figure out where I could take the Call of Duty guys to
A CS event.
to a CS event, because when we went to ESL 1 New York.
Dude, that was sick. Remember,
was
you remember
sick.
that clutch 1v2 I had?
Yeah.
You in the
Overpass?
crowd with my
Overpass?
family, overpass.
Yeah.
You were in the crowd with my
of course.
family.
The
and
jump you made to the
that-
side.
You
that's
jumped into
like,
the tunnel?
for me, that's like super historic.
Honestly,
like
I
seeing
think-
my family.
I think that's still my favorite event.
Yeah.
Besides
ESL
besides
New York is the
That was
best
so
shit.
sick,
Dude,
dude.
it was so,
chills.
for me,
Yeah.
it was like amazing. Like,
Because it's like, dude, the crowd was like packed and like the arena was like
New York is a
big.
sick event. It's
Yeah,
a good
it
It
event.
was sick.
And then Hitch was falling asleep like everywhere in the background.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, he was sleeping on the floor.
Remember we put like
Hitch was
garbage
sleeping
cans?
everywhere, remember?
No, he was.
in the back
We were like trolling him about it. We're like,
we,
dude,
we
Hitch.
put you around him.
Yeah,
Remember?
we
we
put garbage
him
cans
up?
around
were
it. Yeah,
trolling
it's in
the fuck
it's in
out of
vlog.
In the group stage, like in
Yeah.
like the back arena, yeah, we just like put shit on him.
Like garbage
But-
cans around him, and he woke up. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like,
But the thing there though is that he had a line of people all the way up to the top of the stairs that wanted to take a picture with him
damn.
No, yeah.
in the crowd. Yeah.
in the crowd in a CS event. Our
Yeah.
camera guy. You know what I'm
Awesome.
saying? That's what OpTic is. You
No,
know
it
what I'm
is,
saying?
dude.
It's like-
Seriously, the brand is crazy, man. Like the amount of fans that OpTic has is like, I mean, I've been on like a lot of teams to this point, which I'm not very proud of. I wish I would like, stick to one organization and like stay loyal to them. But I've been on a lot of teams, and I have to say, like, joining OpTic, I mean, Cloud9 was pretty crazy.
For CS though.
Yeah, like for CS.
But
in terms-
OpTic's like for everything.
OpTic is like just global,
Yeah.
like in terms of fans worldwide. Like I went to Portugal for an event in CSGO, and I had like 3 guys come up to me that recognized me from like OpTic.
Yep. All the
Yeah.
time, dude. They always say like, I was a big fan of you from OpTic. Even today, I did an AT&T signing
Yeah.
for Cloud9. 2 of them came up to me. He's like, I'm a fan of you from
Yeah,
OpTic.
like
Like,
wearing
I love
like
you guys.
OpTic hoodies and shit.
Yeah.
Like these guys are like diehard fans. Like
It's
I
insane.
think like I literally like every fan signing, I have one person that says,
Always.
my husband is a huge fan of East Optic.
Yep.
yeah.
Even
Well, I think
even myself
even,
as well.
Yeah.
Even like at the last tournament, what tournament was it? Oh, in Sydney. Yeah, in Sydney, some dude came up to me. He had like a mouse, and it was signed by only OpTic players.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Dude,
Oh yeah, I remember that
He's-
guy. Yeah, all of our signatures.
bro,
are
the
on
green
it,
wall
yeah.
is fucking insane.
It is. No, seriously though, it is
Yeah.
actually insane. Like you guys.
Playing on OpTic is honestly still like my favorite time.
Dude, remember
in
the
my
juice
CS
we
career.
got when we
Oh.
first signed with them? The juice we got on Twitter?
No, dude,
Dude, I was refreshing nonstop.
Dude, yeah, no, we all. I think all of us can say like we got like 10K
Yeah,
Twitter
no, I was
followers.
remember, like,
So
Well,
when they first
when we
signed
first
the
signed,
CSGO team,
all
we
of our
all got like
TeamSpeak, like,
15, 20K.
Dude, we're all
We're
TeamSpeak
like, what the hell's
refreshing. I got a
happening
K,
right
bro.
now?
I got 2K. Like, we kept
Yeah.
I think
refreshing.
like when we joined you guys, I had like 6K, and then like a week or 2 later, I had like 20K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all over
It's
20K.
Okay,
for
actually,
sure.
now that I think about it, MIBR was pretty crazy.
Really?
Like
Yeah,
those
that too,
guys,
of course.
Those guys have a
Your
ridiculous.
Instagram got juiced hard.
Yeah, no, in Brazil, those guys have a crazy brand.
1,000%.
Yeah, like, but still, I
Dude,
mean,
your Instagram blew up
Dude,
hard.
Tarik shouted me out on Instagram, and I don't use it. And like, I looked like the other day, and I looked like 5K
Who?
like,
Yeah.
followers.
Dude,
Taco
Tarik
from MIBR.
shut
Yeah.
me out. I got 500 in the gym that one
yeah,
time.
no,
Like,
those guys have
Yeah,
insane
1,000%.
brands in Brazil. Like, they're like celebrities. Like, Like, I mean,
Yeah, they were playing with fucking Neymar.
Yeah, like they're like boys
That's
with Neymar.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go to the club with Neymar and shit.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
I mean, Fallen and all the like Fallen's a fucking legend, period. But like
Yeah.
all of them are like insane, and it's good to have like an entire country behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
pretty sick.
It's also a testament to like the work that they have put into their country, even though they don't live in their country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like taking care of home will always like surpass and be like one of the best things that you could ever
Absolutely,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Anyway, back to us. So you're going to London where
Next for us is I think we have the minor qualifier. You guys don't have to qualify for the minor, right?
No,
You
I
guys-
think you guys are going to blast LA, right?
Yeah, but that's after. We have the
it's after?
online minor qualifier because
Oh,
we
yeah,
obviously
the
like we changed our
online.
roster, so like we had to like we don't
Everyone
have a
has
spot
to
anymore.
qualify
Like
for
we made the major like the stage for it, but
Yeah.
we cut players so that we don't have the spot anymore, so we have to qualify, which is understandable. And then after that we have EPL in France and then Blast LA.
yeah.
Yeah, we have all those.
You have everything and then
We have
some.
everything. Yeah.
I think in the next 4 months we have like 8 days at home, right? Something
Yeah.
like
Next
that.
4 months.
What do you do when
Yeah,
you
what
go?
about the break though? What break, right?
No, the break is after or the next.
No,
Nice.
we have 8 days at home total before the player break.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
That's insane though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do in your downtime?
I was going to say, I was going to be I'm in Chicago. If you want to come up, no, but
Oh, you should.
I think you mean like what do you do when you're at home in your free time, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait,
for-
what are you guys going to Chicago for?
I am
I'm not
Chicago.
home
I
either,
just
so-
We're not going.
I just go to the gym. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are you able to separate yourself? Like, because you got to be good and great at a game. You have to love the game.
Right.
So when you're separated from something that you love, like you're missing something. And in video games specifically, I feel like, I mean, in basketball too, you know, when you love basketball, you love anything that you do and you have to take a break from it, like you suffer. Maybe like casually playing, like ESE, do you still like at least play it just so, because you like it? Or do you actually like literally separate yourself from that you love?
I mean,
When you have time.
yeah, personally, like, I don't know. I feel like when I have like days off, I try to like just get off the computer and do anything else because like throughout the whole week I'll play like all day, every day, right? Like I'll play like 8 hours of team practice and I'll play like 5 hours of like playing whatever on my own. So it's like my whole day's packed. But then on the weekends, I'll just try to like do whatever else, like whether it's like going
just
out
lifting?
with friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's right though. Like on the weekends, it's important to like to go out, like and just like to have fun and not like realize that like this is your whole life is the game.
Balance,
like,
right?
Yeah, balance is very important.
Yeah, in
honestly,
my
like,
opinion, for
mentally,
sure.
you know. And the gym is
it's
also good
nice just
mentally.
to chill out too. Like we're never home anyway, so we don't get to do anything. But
Yeah.
it's like when I used to not go to as many events, I'd play hockey on the weekends and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's nice to just relax and not always be looking at a monitor.
Naf, besides Tinder, what else do you do?
No, I mean when I was playing like when I was coming up in CS, like even like on OpTic, like I'd play like CS like all the time. But and then eventually like obviously like since I was playing CS so much, like I didn't really talk to any of my friends. But
Yeah.
recently like I got in like contact with some of like my high school friends, and I've just been going back and like hey asking like yo like we going to bars, or we trying to like
Very
do stuff and shit
Nice,
like
yeah.
that. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not trying to.
I think it's good to have like a
Yeah.
balance, right? Like a
Yeah.
social life. So
Because
that,
like when you're putting so much time into it, like kind of like you lose like a lot of your friends, and because you're focusing so much on one thing. So I'm kind of like cooped up in my house,
Yeah.
like just grinding and all that.
Yeah.
But and then eventually I was just like, yeah, like one of my older friends messaged me, got back in contact, and like I just been hanging out, like going out to bars and having fun.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
There you go, get some brewskis.
That's why
Get some
Naflo's all
brewskis.
the way too. He's on the market. So.
Yeah, he's on the
Show him
market,
again.
man. It's Bachelor, Esports Bachelor. It hasn't been done yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call upon the NAF to, and then we're gonna. I don't know. We'll make the girls compete, do their Counter-Strike thing and all that. Counter-Strike released the BR mode for Counter-Strike. Did you guys play it at all? That'll be the last one. I'll let you guys go after that. Did you
I
guys play
mean,
it?
we're talking about like show matches and like the All Star matches.
Yeah.
I played in like it was at the Katowice major. I played in like the Battle Royale show match. Like,
that fun?
I played with the cast. I mean, we played for like the graffiti. I don't remember that. Where, like winner gets like a graffiti in the game.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh my god! I just whistled.
But
you
we
win?
no, we lost. No, but there was one team that had 2 pros on their team. And I was
Oh, yeah, the
playing-
team that won was the Polish guys.
Yeah, they're
like
both
we're all
pros,
in
and
and
it's like
someone
trying
else
real
is
hard
like-
for
Well, I was
Yeah.
playing like the rest of us were playing with like 1 pro, 1 caster,
Yeah.
and they're like the 2 pros. And one
Oh, they're
force.
together in a duo, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
Hey, Naf was a sadicist, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Civic was good. Good time.
Did you
Don't be
play?
nice.
Did you play the battle royale?
No, I wasn't in that. Or
No,
you
like,
mean?
No. Do you play it? Did you
No,
get a chance to play
I
it?
played like once when it came out.
Yeah.
No, not good.
I mean, it's like compared to every other beer, it's like
I just prefer the regular game
yeah.
mode.
We're Counter-Strike
Did
players.
you play? Do you play it at all?
Are you guys talking about Danger Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played it a little bit, but I feel like there's like it's not that good.
Yeah, it's not. It's like
If you've been playing normal Counter-Strike for like 10 plus years,
Yeah.
it's hard to just change and start playing that.
Well,
mode.
I've played other battle royales too, but I just feel like
Like what?
Like I've played PUBG and I've played H1.
Fortnite.
I've played Fortnite. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Blackout?
I played Blackout too, actually.
It's fun, right? It's not bad.
yeah. No, Blackout's pretty good. Blackout was pretty fun, but it's died down lately, right? Like,
On PC, yeah.
yeah, it's like it was really hype at first. I remember playing it, but on CS, I don't know. I just feel like it didn't feel natural for CS, or like it was just missing something. Like I feel like the map was too small, and like I don't know. There's like problems. In it.
Original H1Z1 was the best.
Original H1Z1 was
By
the
far.
yeah,
That
so
was
fun,
by
dude.
far
So
the
many
best.
clips in
Oh,
that
yeah.
game. Just like
I like early Fortnite. I thought early Fortnite was fun.
yeah, now it's
I
like crazy,
agree.
right? Now
I
it's
agree.
like ridiculous.
so much shit
dude.
going on. Like
There's
people
wind
running on
tunnels
hamster
and
I want
balls.
to
shit. I
play it,
didn't
but I
even
feel like
know it was
people
a thing.
like are so ahead.
These
And
12
there's
year old
like
kids
this
are gonna
meta
build on
is
your ass.
crazy.
Yeah,
You're
but is
gonna,
it-
you're gonna see 12-year-old kid. They're gonna build a tower the moment you see them.
Yeah,
Like,
like I shoot one bullet, this guy's like in a fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta suck to be like good, so good at a game, and then go and like not be good at another game because of
humbled.
like
Well,
certain mechanics.
Yeah, sort of. But you can get good. It's just like it depends.
You need
so.
time, dude. You need to
Yeah,
practice
time.
build,
Like these
like-
kids are like in Fortnite. Like if you get into Fortnite now, like
I mean, the good thing about being
hard.
CS players, I feel like your skill in CS translates to other
That's
games.
true.
Like I played
Yeah.
like we played like I played Daps. I played with Daps in like Fortnite, like back when it like first came out.
Yeah.
And like
We
we
won
would
every game
win like
pretty
so
much.
much where like we literally just got bored of winning.
It was easy. It was
people
easy.
Started,
Yeah,
once
played
people started
Overwatch
building
building.
and stuff, it was.
Remember we played
I'm
Overwatch a
over
lot
that.
too. We were.
Oh, yeah,
we were
Overwatch
nuts.
was, like,
Yeah,
super
we
easy as
were
well.
we were like top 500.
I mean, even
or something.
Elijah was playing on. He like stood in for the pro team of Liquid in Overwatch.
Really?
At
Elise
one
did
point.
play a lot.
I know Cirque was like top 500 in
But the
Overwatch
thing
too,
is, like,
right?
CS is like there's so much raw
don't think
mechanics
so.
to it
He
that
said
like, you
so.
literally can translate to
Yikes.
any game.
Of course, it's all aim. One of the reasons, and I'm proving it right now with Battalion 1944. I like the way that the sniper looks. The same way that I like the way that Counter Strike's op looks. Obviously, coming from Call of Duty, like sniping for me was like everything. And right now with Battalion 1944, I can't stop thinking about playing it. And today, like I didn't get a chance to play it.
Is that
And
like
I'll-
a new? Is that a new
I
game
played it.
or no?
I played it.
Not
I played
really.
it
It's been out for a while.
It
beta.
feels like an old Call of Duty game.
Yeah, it's
Kind
the beta was. It's been out for a while, but just the beta. It just went into the full game. Just came out like this week,
Okay.
and I was playing it, and I love the
played that
sniping
game,
in it.
Did I?
At Cologne, we tried to.
Yeah,
play
but
beta.
that's where we tested it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that was that game.
Yeah, I bet you guys would shit on that.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
we were sick. I
No,
thought.
yeah,
we were insane,
that-
but maybe the people we played sucked.
I think that was like an alpha though.
Yeah, it was
It's
really
fun.
early.
We played pretty early.
Yeah.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't even.
It reminded me
of
of Day of Defeat a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Never
kind of.
played that.
Classic
Is it like
game.
COD 2 kind of? Or like the-
Yeah, it's
And honestly,
it's
like
like
one shot kills, right?
It's like COD 2 and Counter Strike.
Yeah.
And I've never been in a situation where like I can't get a fucking sniper. I gotta wait till I make money to get a sniper. Like that to me, I'm just like, man. But I'm so addicted to it, which is one of the reasons that I never played Counter Strike, is because I know that I have such an addictive personality that I know that I will sit there. I mean, I may suck for a little bit. Obviously, raw talent, you know, so you can't keep me down. But I would just like get like I just love like sniping, and that's why like one of the reasons why like I always like watching Counter Strike is because just like the amount of scenarios that happens, and all I do in Battalion is play Search and Destroy, which is obviously.
Are you streaming it? Or are you still streaming on Twitch at all? Or not
No,
really?
well, no, I'm not streaming right now because of what's happening and me needing to be like
Focused.
quiet. Yeah, so it goes back to the same thing where I asked you like when you have time off, do you like keep away from that? Because me, like I love vlogging, I love creating content, and
Yeah.
when I have shit going down that I don't necessarily want to talk about on the vlog, I can't upload anything because all the questions are going to be like, "Hey, what's happening?" and I'm just going to be like so focused on the negative comments that people want to know, which are some negative comments, and the rest is just like people wondering what's happening. That I'm just like I'd rather just like be quiet for a little bit.
Yeah.
As I'm going through that, and as I'm focusing on whatever task is at hand, I'm always in the back of my head. I'm like, "Fuck, I haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks," which is like,
It's
I
annoying.
like,
It's
dude,
frustrating, right? I'm sure.
Oh, dude, yeah, more than anything. Anyway,
Yeah.
go
ahead,
on.
sorry.
No, I didn't mean to
No, I
cut
was
you
gonna
off.
say,
I was gonna say I
remember
all
you-
night.
I remember you streaming on Twitch. It was like fun to watch. So
Yeah,
like
dude.
I'm
Open
sure
the
like I'm
OpTic.
sure your
Yeah.
fans like would love to see you like streaming again.
Yeah,
actively.
and I'm nasty at Battalion 1944.
I'm sure you
but my
are.
movement, and I suck because I broke my pinky when I was in high school. So my shift sucks. Okay, so for those of you listening on iTunes or anywhere else, like my left pinky gets stuck. I played basketball in high school, or during my high school days, and the ball came up and it popped my knuckle up this way.
dude.
So anytime I count, I go like this and it goes. So sometimes when I press shift, it gets stuck and I don't press shift to run and all that shit. So it hurts, but I do what I can with what I got.
Natural skill.
Yeah. So hopefully one day. Anything that you guys want to say before you guys take off? I want to give a shout out. I mean, obviously all your information. Your information will be in the description down below, so the OpTic juice can continue to flow. You know what I'm saying?
I love that juice.
No, just shout out to all the fans that have been,
you guys are amazing.
Yeah,
for sure.
supporting OpTic since the day.
You guys miss them? You guys miss
No,
the
we
green wall?
definitely like that green wall is definitely strong.
I mean, yeah, like,
They live with us to
when I
this
was
day.
on,
Yeah.
When I was on OpTic, like I'd go on like the OpTic Reddit, and I'd always see what everyone's saying. Of course, like you'd have like the people that would say like the negative shit. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read that, but
No, they still care though. Even the people that say negative shit.
Like I'd read it and I'd see all the positivity, and like I'd see people like analyzing the game, and like after the game, like we all know what the correct answers are, and then the people that were in the comments, like they would analyze and they'd give their own analysis of the game, and I'd be like, yeah, that is the correct way of playing, and that's what we should have done.
So
And
Reddit does have points.
yeah, like
sometimes.
honestly, like that's why I love
Yeah.
OpTic. Like the green wall was just amazing to have. Like I had so much fun, and it's something that I miss.
You said
and-
that you're still a member of the green wall, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
We're all members of the green
We're
wall.
all members of the
You don't
green wall
need it.
now. Yeah.
No.
Come on.
That was it.
Blood in, blood out.
Yeah. So yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't really understand.
Out of all the orgs I played with,
Whoa, be nice, man. Be nice.
I love OpTic. It was the funnest time I think in my career. So thanks.
Well, thank you, man.
It's my dream, man.
It warms my heart, you guys saying that. And it feels weird. Like, I was just looking at you talking. I'm like, holy shit, fucking Tarik is back. And I just said Tarik again the right way. Because in there I said Tarik, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's Tarik. What the fuck am I talking about?
That's how it's supposed to be
Aaron
said.
called him Tarik.
Yeah.
Who did?
Yeah, for my announcement
Please welcome
video.
Tarik.
But it's alright. A-Rob's a fucking legend.
Listen,
you can call me
A-Rob
whatever he
is
wants.
the man.
He's a fucking legend, dude.
Damn.
You can call
Dude.
me fucking T, Tarik.
That's pretty sick,
Tarik,
dude.
fucking
Dude, I watch all his vlogs. I just can't stop watching.
He's on YouTube
so
now,
good.
right?
Yeah.
He's on YouTube
He's got
now.
good
Yeah.
vlogs.
And then Jude is like the biggest J-Lo fan.
Yeah,
So if I was
yeah.
ever gonna leave like an org, I think that I wouldn't. And I'm not saying anything.
Whoa!
Well, I'm not. I'm saying that if there was ever a time to sign me, it would be like right there. Just have J-Lo call my wife, and my wife will force me to do that. Happy wife, happy life. But she would not let me not take that job. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, you fucking taking this job. We're fucking done. Good? We're good? Thank you for coming on, boys. I do appreciate it. Thank you for making time. I know you guys, you leave tomorrow. You leave tomorrow too? Or
Leave Monday.
just Monday?
We have some days off.
And then you still have, I hope you win, man. I'm going to be cheering for you. I'm going to be there.
Don't get second.
You gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there on Sunday. Yesterday, so you guys are watching this. So, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you guys enjoy this podcast, or you guys want them to come back next time opportunity, just leave a thumbs up, and I'll try to make sure that it happens. All their information is gonna be in the description down below. Thanks again to our sponsor Seagate for sponsoring this this thing, boys. I brought those things. Nav, can you reach out because I can't reach from here? Those are 2 terabyte.
show the
External
camera.
hard drives
camera, sorry.
that you guys all get. You're welcome. Thank you,
There
Seagate.
you go.
I don't know if you guys need that, but if you start vlogging or if you start, you know what I'm saying?
take
Everybody
it.
always
You never know.
needs storage. If there's one thing that everybody needs is storage.
That's true. I agree
And
with
that's
that.
for PlayStation, but it works for everything.
That's
Do you have a
very.
PlayStation? Do you own a console?
I mean, no, but I'm about to get one now.
Do you own? Wait, no. Do you own a console?
Nah, I don't.
Do you own a console?
Oh, I
You
don't
do
know.
when it-
Switch. That's
I'm
it.
the Switch, PS4.
Okay, come on. Okay. So you have a PS4.
PS4.
You
I play
don't.
Call
I
of
own,
Duty.
I own an Xbox One.
Xbox One? Okay.
We got a gamer over here.
Yeah,
I
gamer.
haven't played on it. Like I only play Xbox if like the new Halo comes out or the new Gears of War comes out.
Yeah. Are you excited? Halo's coming out,
I
and
mean,
there's like
hopefully.
rumors that it's going to be on PC.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's gonna be sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to play?
Oh yeah, of course. Like Halo 3 for sure.
Yeah?
Like, is Halo 3 coming out in that?
I have no clue.
I mean, I hope Halo 3 comes out. That was
Wink,
good,
wink.
That was good shit.
Yeah.
Halo 3 was ahead of its time.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Good.